It's only been a day since Apple dropped the iPhone 17 series, and already we're hearing fresh leaks about Samsung's next big thing, the Galaxy S26 Ultra. But honestly, this update isn't exactly the kind of news Samsung fans were hoping for. According to tipster Ice Universe, the S26 Ultra's 3x telephoto zoom camera might actually be a step backward. Earlier rumors suggested Samsung would move to a new 12-megapixel sensor, which sounded like a nice upgrade for zoom shots. But here's the catch. The phone will reportedly crop that 12-megapixel down to just 10-megapixel. Now on paper, that doesn't sound too bad, since the Galaxy S25 Ultra also shot at 10 megapixels with its 3x camera. But when you dig into the details, it gets a little concerning. The S25 Ultra had a 1/3.53-inch sensor with 1.12 micron pixels. The S26 Ultra's new sensor is said to be 1/3.94-inch with 1.0 micron pixels. Basically, it's a slightly smaller sensor with smaller pixels. And if you're wondering why that matters, pixel size directly affects how much light gets captured. Bigger pixels mean more light, and more light usually means brighter, cleaner photos with less noise. So with smaller pixels, the S26 Ultra might struggle more in low light conditions, especially for those 3x zoom shots. Of course, it's not all doom and gloom. Samsung has some of the best image processing in the business, and they could easily use software and a better ISP to make up for the hardware downgrade. But strictly from a specs perspective, this feels more like a sideways move, if not a tiny downgrade, compared to the S25 Ultra. If you've been waiting for Samsung to finally bump up those charging speeds, this might sting a little. Earlier reports had people excited, saying the S26 Ultra could finally jump to 60-watt fast charging. That would have been a solid upgrade over the 45 watts we've been stuck with since the S25 Ultra. But now, new certifications coming out of China suggest otherwise. The listing shows the same old 45-watt support. Yep, no bump, no upgrade. And it doesn't stop there. Remember, the battery is still going to be 5,000 mAh, exactly the same as before. Fans were kind of hoping that even if the battery size stayed the same, at least we'd get faster charging as a little consolation prize. But it looks like Samsung isn't budging on either front. To make matters worse, the smaller models like the S26 Pro and the S26 Edge, they're also sticking to their 25-watt limit. So yeah, not much excitement on that side either. When you add this to the rumors about the camera setup barely changing, the S26 Ultra might not feel like the huge upgrade many were expecting. Of course, these are just leaks and certifications for now, but if they hold true, a lot of Samsung fans might walk away disappointed. So, what do you think? Is 45-watt charging still enough for 2026, or should Samsung really be pushing harder here? Will Samsung's software magic be enough to save the day, or is this a bad sign for the S26 Ultra's camera game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care.